Namaskar, this is Ishan, and you're watching History with Ishan, and I'm back with my next release, which is titled The Necropolis at Sanauli, a puzzling excavation under the category of archaeology and artifacts. So let's begin. The excavations at Sanauli have uncovered finds that attempted to change the way we perceive ancient Indian history. The site of Sanauli is located in the Bagpat district of Western Uttar Pradesh, and the story of this archaeological site begins in 2005 when a farmer named Sriram Sharma from the village accidentally found some skeletons and copper pots while plowing his field. Soon, the Archaeological Survey of India arrived and started excavations under Devi Sharma. This excavation went on for 13 months till 2006 and yielded interesting findings. 116 burials of different types, 52 extended burials with complete skeletal remains extended, 35 were secondary burials showing reburying, and 29 were symbolic burials which contained pottery and artifacts but devoid of human remains. Some grave goods to mention included four flask-shaped vessels, a dish on stand with splayed outer rim, a long decorated statite bead, and another one of white banded agate. Copper objects were found along with gold ornaments and other semi-precious stones. There was also a copper antennae sword along with a sheath found in a burial. The next series of excavations began in the summer of 2017 to 2018 when archaeologists Sanjay and Arvind Manjul decided to dig at the site when they were excavating at the nearby site of Barnava in expectation of newer artifacts. This excavation bore 8 burials that included 3 coffins, 3 chariots, copper artifacts, and weapons such as a hilted antennae sword, dagger, and swords. The team found 2 burials with legged coffins, and excavations in the east yielded many furnaces too. These legged coffins were covered with statite and copper inlays. One had a lid decorated with anthropomorphic figures. The 3 chariots yielded a first in Indian history, by the way, were also decorated with copper inlays. There was also a brick chamber in the complex. 2 chariots were placed together in the biggest burial pit besides an 8-foot coffin with multiple legs. This coffin was made in wood which decomposed, but it could be traced because of the copper sheet that preserved its structure and its legs, which was covered with copper plates. Even the chariot had copper ornamentation with triangular copper inlays over the wheels in a radiating pattern and other constituent parts made in copper too. Eventually, the archaeologists pieced the parts of a two-wheeled chariot with a unique D-shaped frame. Another burial pit yielded a chariot with a decorated pole, a legged coffin, dagger of copper, antennae sword. There was also a hilted antennae sword found in a symbolic burial, a first in Indian archaeological history. The burials in association with these copper-coated chariots yields information on the social status of the persons buried, mostly of a warrior elite class. During the initial excavations, the site showed late Harappan traits in association with copper hoard culture and ochre-colored pottery culture in Milo, who were contemporary to the Harappans, represented by the antennae swords found in various burials. This necropolis was relatively dated between 2200 BCE to 1800 BCE by the excavators. It overlaps with the mature Harappan phase despite being labeled as late Harappan. This raised questions on cultural boundaries and the actual material nature of the late Harappan phase. During the later excavations at the site, the Manjuls acquired dates that coincided with the ones given by Sharma, but there was a change in the cultural affiliation. They opposed the late Harappan phase label since the time period 2200 to 1800 BCE falls under the mature Harappan period, which was acknowledged by Sharma too during the initial excavations. It could, however, be a lone necropolis of the OCP copper hoard culture with little connection directly with the late Harappan phase or culture. Their material culture renders them a unique community even if there would have been contacts between both the cultures. The findings from this site caused widespread attention from academics and disregarded claims of any chariot being found in the first place and told that it resembled a cart. Now, since there is a chariot, who drew these chariots? Their design and size indicate they were driven by horses, raising questions again on the Aryan invasion theory that says that horses were brought from Central Asia by the Aryans around 1500 BC. Such evidence needs more excavations and investigations. Called as a turning point in Indian archaeology by archaeologist Sanjay Manjul, the cemetery at Sanauli represents a unique example of a culture at the crossroads of the late Harappan phase with localized cultures and the many Chalcolithic cultures during this time period. The identity of the Sonolians is increasingly complex in this regard, but they were technologically advanced and were warriors, suggesting social hierarchies at their time. So that's all on an archaeological insight into one of the most you can say popular sites dating back to the late Harappan OCP Copperhot culture time period, and how we found India's first chariot archaeologically, and how it was sort of preserved due to the copper inlays and the copper ornamentation, along with, of course, the burials with the three different types of it, and how it reflects the social status of the warrior community and of those warriors from Sonauli 4,000 years ago. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Please hit the like button, comment down below your views, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to my channel History with Ishan for more updates from Indian history. Thank you so much. Take care, goodbye, and Jai Hind.